Hey, it's a Red Day recap for me. This is my trade review for Friday, June 23rd.
Eva trades.
Yeah, I'm down 194.75, almost hitting my max loss. I stopped right there before I went down any further. I traded two stocks today and I was done pretty quick. There really wasn't a lot on the scans this morning. There wasn't a whole lot going on. The market itself was pulling back. So KITT, I traded this off of this 228 support. I got in it for a bounce, but it came down and I took myself back out. Then I got in it again. I'm like, you know what? I want to see if it's going to bounce. But then it didn't look like it was gonna, so I got back out. And then I got in a third time here thinking, you know what? Maybe it is going to, because we broke below support, came back up and closed green. And I thought, well, okay, maybe we're going to bounce. So I got back in it, but it starts to drop back down. So I jumped back out of it. I'm down 35. It did end up bouncing, but it wasn't very impressive. More of a bear flag than anything. So lost 35 bucks on that one. I was never green on my day today. The other stock I traded, my big loser of the day, PIK. This is the one that was actually making some moves this morning. However, it's a cheaper stock. I don't typically like trading these cheaper ones, but what do you do when you don't have much else to look at? So my deal here was that we had pulled back into this zone right in here. You see all these wicks on these candles. So there was some support here. And we started to make a little bounce. We opened, and this candle, it opens here, it pulls back, it hits $1.60, and then starts to make a move back up. So I jump in it twice, looking for the breakthrough 177, but it flushes back down and hits 157, starts to bounce a little, but I end up getting out of it there as it was coming down. But then as it starts to move back up, I jump back in it, thinking, okay, well, maybe we're going to get a second attempt at the high. But as soon as I get in, then it starts coming back down. I add to it down into this area, looking down at this support. And then it makes a move back up. I exit half of my position to lower my cost basis. And then I hold that other position with my stop down at the low. We have an inside bar. The next bar opens at the low of the candle and starts to make a move up. So I jump in it a second time. And then it breaks over the high of that last candle, comes up to this resistance right here, that high of day. And so I'm adding at that point. And I should have been selling as we broke through, but I was holding for the move to $1.77 because I knew if we broke $1.77, it was going to be a huge win. 3 positions in a move like that, yeah, that would have been great. That would have made my day. But no sooner that I got in this and it broke through, it flushes back down. I get stopped out on everything that I'm holding, and then it halts going down. Lucky for me, I got stopped out before the halt. I was actually hitting the flatten button too at the same time just to be sure that I could get out. But that put me down 159, and that, along with the other one that I lost on, put me pretty close to my max loss. And that was it. That was where I had to say, nope, I'm done. That's my rules. Say that when I get to my max loss, I have to stop. I'm not going to repeat yesterday where I dropped well below my max loss. I was just lucky yesterday I made a comeback, but I can't have those kind of days, and I'm putting an end to that. I'm not going to be doing that anymore. I'm going to honor my rules. So, yeah, being really strict with myself. I think that's a good idea because I don't want to have a huge losing day. It's coming too if I keep playing around like that. Okay, so that's my Friday. It was a good week up until the last until today, last couple days. Even though yesterday was green, I was lucky. Yeah, I hope you've had a good week. The market's been a little lackluster, I guess, the last 2 days, but I think maybe things are going to pick up here after a bit. One thing I wanted to note on SPY, if you take a look, I don't really have. No, never mind. I won't go over that. But look at the RSI on SPY. I don't have the RSI up here. I was going to show you how for the last 4 days in a row, we keep getting a RSI oversold at 30, and then the market bounces. Oversold, RSI 30, the market bounces every time. Just interesting. All right. Well, I'm going to get out of here. have a great weekend. Thanks for watching this, and I'm pretty sure you probably did better than I did, right? All right, take care of yourselves. Bye. And I'll make sure I have that live stream computer working next week so we can do a little live streaming on Monday. Bye.